What's up, Christopher again? I'm back with another episode of the Doomscrolls Let's Play. Today, I'm starting another game that is very dear to my heart here, a game from my childhood. I'm 37 years old. Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorite all-time games to play. When I was about, I want to say 15 years old, a friend of mine had bought Metal Gear Solid. I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, but my friend did, so I would go to his house after school every day and play Metal Gear Solid. And I think we beat the game in like 3 days. And then after we beat the game in 3 days, we started to speed run the game. And I think we got it down to a maybe 4.5 to maybe 3 to 4 hour speed runs. And I know we got the handkerchief, and I know we got the what is it? We got the handkerchief and we got the bandana, or I think it's the bandana. I don't know, but I know we got the invisibility cloak and we got the bandana for the infinite ammo, which really neither you need because this game is so easy to begin with. But Metal Gear Solid is one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to play this game from beginning to end. We're going to watch every single cutscene, every single tape, everything cutscene-wise. So this is going to be a pretty long Let's Play. I think if you watch all the cutscenes in the game and you play the full game, it adds up to a little bit over 10 hours of gameplay. So this is going to be a really long Let's Play. But without further ado, here's my Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid. I'm going to begin right now. Here it goes. Konami Computer Entertainment Japan presents submarine there. The legendary Solid Snake. This is one of my all-time favorites. Here it goes. So this is
the nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago
Ohio class
was
nuclear
attacked
submarine.
and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss. And they say that if the demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike. Stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
Whoa!
Approach the disposal
Insertion
facility by
method,
sub.
you said?
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Swimmer delivery vehicle?
After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, we'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit.
Oh, my old
One that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise.
Decoy octopus.
Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation.
Never mentioned Psycho
and a
Mantis.
formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Interesting. Very similar to Escape from New York or Escape from LA with the submarine entrance, by the way. And here we have title screen. This is a really cool, this is like the most cinematic video game in all video game history. This is so close to watching a movie that you just want to continue to watch. Let's see what we can do first off. So, load game, new game, options. Let's see what we got. Captions, on or off. I'm going to leave them on. Screen brightness setup. Alright, we're good with this here. So we got options. Briefing. This is actually really interesting. I'm going to watch the briefings before I actually start the game here. And I think it's interesting to have a briefing before the game. That way you're kind of on the same page as the characters in the game, so you don't get confused as to what's going on in the game. But it's almost like being a part of a real, a real special ops project here. So let's see what happens in this briefing here. There's so many briefing tapes to watch. Very interesting. Let's see how it goes. And it plays I think this is Snake with he's blonde. That's wild that he's blonde, actually.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
I think I could move the camera.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy,
I
Snake.
guess not.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Yeah, just to talk, no big deal.
That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of
They
it.
rough Snake up.
I'm retired from Foxhound.
Dude, it looks
You're
just
not my
like
commander
Liquid Snake.
anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
You're gonna have to. They're gonna shoot you with nanomachines.
Excuse me.
Who's
There's no
this?
choice,
Dr.
basically.
Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff.
Naomi
and an
Hunter.
expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake.
ATGC.
Don't worry. This injection won't hurt a bit.
Nanomachine injection.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5
Advanced
hours
technology
ago.
genomics
Heavily
core.
armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
Shadow Moses Island. I
What
wonder if that's a real
soldiers?
island. Let me check here.
Next generation special forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They presented Washington
Shadow
with a
Moses
single demand,
is
and they
a
say that if
real
it isn't
island.
met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so.
Apparently it is a real island.
You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson,
Mr. Anderson.
and the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Right,
You
they're
can
just
make up your
assuming he's
mind
gonna
after
do
you
it.
hear more about the situation.
Interesting. So they just kidnapped him, beat him up, shot him full of nanobots. We have mission description, operation outline, operation member, and detailed information. All right, we're moving. A second one. It sounds like you're putting a videotape in a tape player.
Colonel, I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week.
Twin Lakes
Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
Yeah, Iditarod, the longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my
It's a
only
real
family. I've got
dog
to take
sled
care of
race
them.
area. Twin Lakes, Colorado.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea.
Like,
There's
a
no
dog
room
sled
for
racer.
debate.
That's pretty hardcore.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh,
Blackmail?
I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily.
Blackmailing this boy?
But anyway, I know you better than that. You take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. Same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness,
you go?
frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
This guy actually is giving Colonel Sam Troutman vibes from from Rambo. He's giving Sam Troutman vibes, this dude. Very interesting. I wonder why it left the briefing page. Alright, here we go. Person of charge, Roy Campbell. Person in charge of the operation. Oh, jeez. Alright, here we go. Going back. Infiltration method.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Interesting. He's by himself. If he fails, no help. Time limit.
What's the time limit?
8 hours.
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Ah. Oh wow, I can move the camera in this one.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Can't see his
Naturally,
junk.
I'm representing the U.S. government.
Get a zoom in.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Give it a
Which
good
means the
old,
president must
good
be
old
meeting with his
fashioned
top
zoom
aides in the
in.
map room about now, huh?
No, At this point, they're still video conferencing with each
This nigga
other.
right here.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully
What's a
aware of the
COG?
situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Huh. We got a nuclear weapons specialist assigned. Eject tape. Support crew.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko.
Nastasha
She'll be
Romanenko.
providing you backup by Kodak.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions.
Her parents
also an
participated in the
expert on
Chernobyl
high-tech
cleanup.
weapons.
She joins the DIA.
Where's she working from?
95, she left the bureau to become a freelance
Home in Los
analyst.
Angeles.
California. Seems like a million miles away.
Kenneberg. There's a lot of on-screen data. Natasha Romanenko. Roy Campbell. That's my man, Mr. Campbell.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Oh God, his daughter.
Okay,
Shoot. I just
Sorry.
remembered Meryl's his daughter.
I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
So he thinks, right?
My niece,
His niece,
Meryl.
Meryl. His kid's kid. Or no, his brother's kid. Anyway. Wow. I didn't remember that growing up. Let's talk about Meryl.
What was your niece doing here?
Yeah, that's true.
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's
What?
my little brother's girl.
Meryl
She
Silverberg.
died in the Gulf War. Since then, I've been watching after her.
Personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
She's
I'm
done VR
retired.
training, but she's never
I'm just an
actually
old
been
man
in
now.
combat.
And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
She's received
thought of us
therapy
as
not to
friends
be
since the
attracted
fall
to
of
those of the
Zanzibar.
opposite sex. Wild.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's
Same.
what I trust about you.
I get
It's
it.
what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
One, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all
Yeah,
times.
come on,
And
bro.
two, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel.
That's right.
No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing.
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
Colonel. Still a colonel to him. Dr. Naomi Campbell. Oh, no, Dr. Naomi.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen him naked?
Wow.
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in
Only a
there.
couple hours.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes,
Nootropics.
Benzedrine. It's a type of
Some Joe
stimulant.
Rogan type
It'll keep you
nootropics.
alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
He's a pretty smart mouth. This guy like a merc with a mouth, except he's not too talky. Alright. Hostages. Let's do this.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Interesting.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
Intercontinental.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
That's concerning to hear. This deals with a lot of real-world weapons issues, like ICBMs, nuclear missiles being sold, top-of-the-line weaponry being tested in different areas secretly. Need-to-know information.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of Foxhound in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from a Foxhound.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
Oh, the terrorist demands. Interesting. What do they want?
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Big boss.
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome
Genome
Project.
soldiers.
They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
And who would that be? If it wasn't Snake, there's somebody above Snake. Genetic strengthening.
One of the greatest soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
Big Boss.
That's right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then
Big
you're gonna
Boss looks like
transplant
this
those
guy.
genes into soldiers?
Yes.
This looks like
We
Big
use a
Boss, just with an eye
process
patch.
I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest
That's the Big
soldiers
Boss with an eye
don't become
patch.
what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
Sons of Big Boss.
Sons of Big Boss.
It's kind of, I don't know. Kind of a crappy name, huh? What do you think? Next Generation Special Forces Unit.
Tell me about these next generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired.
Treaties are meant to be broken by the enemy, by aggressive enemies, anyway. The reason for the unanimous approval.
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The Sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No. Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Wow.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
They all have an IQ of 180. That's pretty nice. Unit Foxhound.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter.
Cutie.
Decoy Octopus, Master of Disguise. Vulcan Raven, Giant and Shaman.
Shaman.
And Revolver Ocelot, Specialist in Interrogation.
That dude looks like
a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks.
Looks like the bad guy
Too bad we'll be
from
meeting under
Tombstone.
these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound Squad leader,
Cy Tolliver.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Liquid Snake. I wonder. I think they're brothers. I don't know if they're brothers.
Liquid Snake.
They look like they are.
Liquid Snake. The man with the same code name as you.
Why is that?
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a
Pretty much
teenager.
fucking
The
brothers,
youngest person
they're
in the
twins.
SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years.
Solid Snake is 35
After
to
you
37
retired, he was
years
rescued
old.
and became a member
33
of
years old.
Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using
33
code
years old,
names.
that is.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him.
The heck?
Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
And he's British.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so.
Dude, they cloned
That's
you.
why we really need you for this mission.
Freaking wild.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't.
What's that?
I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, wow.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
Yo, what does she see in his eyes? I wonder what she sees in his eyes. That's wild. I could see it in your eyes. And that's it. That's it. That was 30 minutes of debriefing.
I need to borrow your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Oh, Christ.
Don't worry, just gonna clean myself up a little.
Yo.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
That's so cool. That's a little freebie right there. That's freaking cool. Specials. What do we got? Previous ops. Metal Gear. Huh. Let's see. In the year 1995, deep in South Africa, 200 kilometers north of Garsberg, Outer Heaven, an armed fortress nation established by the legendary mercenary. He was feared in combat by both his friends and foes as a hero and a lunatic. The Western nations have found out that a weapon of mass destruction capable of rewriting war history is under development at Outer Heaven. They have called upon the high-tech Special Force Unit, Foxhound, to take care of the situation. In response to this order, Big Boss Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound sent Grey Fox, the man with the codename Fox, which is given to the best member of the unit, Operation Intrude N313. After a few days, his last message being Metal Gear, Grey Fox was missing in action. Taking the situation seriously, the top men of the West again called for Foxhound. Big Boss selected Solid Snake, who was just recently joined Foxhound, as the agent and entrusted everything to him. Successfully making a solo infiltration to Outer Heaven, Snake got in touch with local resistant members Schneider, Diane, and Jennifer. With their cooperation, Snake succeeded in rescuing Gray Fox. Gray Fox then laid out the terrifying facts about Metal Gear. Metal Gear was a development name of a nuclear warhead-equipped two-leg walking tank. It can walk through even the roughest terrains that would stop normal tanks. It can conduct local warfare by itself with unique weapons like its Vulcan cannon and anti-tank missiles. It was indeed a new type of weapon that could conduct a nuclear attack against any place on the face of the Earth from any land surface. With Metal Gear, Outer Haven was trying to establish its military superiority over the entire world. In order to destroy Metal Gear, Snake rescued Metal Gear's chief engineer, Dr. Petrovich, and his daughter Ellen, who was taken hostage to force her father to continue with his development. Snake hears from Dr. Petrovich how to destroy Metal Gear. However, as Snake approached the heart of Outer Heaven and Metal Gear, well-designed traps are set all around Snake, as if all his actions are being leaked to the enemy. In the midst of the escalating battle, the leader of the resistance, Schneider, fell into the hands of the enemy, and Snake himself was injured through the deadly battles with Outer Heaven's best mercenaries. But Snake's indomitable spirit led him to the 100th floor basement of the secret base where Metal Gear was developed, evading the powerful defense system that wipes out all intruders. Snake ultimately succeeded in destroying Metal Gear. Snake tried to escape from Outer Heaven upon completing the mission. However, during the escape, he was confronted by one man, Foxhound Commander-in-Chief Big Boss. Big Boss laughed at the astounded Snake and told him of the truth about his mission. While serving as the Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, Big Boss also ran a mercenary dispatch company utilizing his connections and capital from his years as a merc. He was planning to build this company a larger military establishment, and he built Outer Heaven at its base. His purpose for sending the rookie Snake to Outer Heaven was to cause information confusion against the West. However, Big Boss miscalculated. He never thought that Snake would make it this far. Having lost Metal Gear, Big Boss activated the self-destruct system of the underground base. While the countdown to destruction continued, his scream echoed in the emptiness. "You have gone too far, too far." On the 100th floor basement, the battle between two men commenced, free of ideology and politics. The armed fortress nation Outer Heaven collapsed. The impenetrable fortress, made from the best military technology and occupied by the toughest mercenaries, burned in flames. Behind him, the flames reached skyward as Outer Heaven fell, leaving Solid Snake all alone. 1999, as the world was facing an energy crisis, it was obvious that the supply of petroleum would run out faster than expected. However, the development of an alternate energy resource is far from completion. The price of petroleum has skyrocketed, and the world economy is in confusion. The 21st century was expected to be one of chaos. One man's invention changed the entire situation. A Czech genius and biologist, Dr. Keel Marv, invented Oelix, a microorganism that refines petroleum to produce a highly purified form of petroleum. The world was filled with hope upon the discovery of this messiah to solve the energy crisis, but at the same time, the world entered a time of tension regarding this new algae. Just when the world's attention was drawn to Oelix and Dr. Marv, he was abducted by someone and disappeared. Nations began investigations immediately, and a name soon appeared: Zanzibarland. Zanzibarland was a democratic military regime that suddenly appeared in Central Asia in 1997. When their uprising took place, the CIS army formed around Russia and sent a suppressive unit immediately. Zanzibarland resisted by gathering a band of mercenaries from nations around the world and fortifying most of its land. As a result, the CIS army was repeatedly defeated, and Zanzibarland declared its independence. Due to the active role mercenaries played, this war was called the Mercenary War, and Zanzibarland was referred to as an armed fortress nation. a military nation with a group of strong mercenaries surrounded by a tough fortress. According to the latest information, Zanzibar supposedly was armed with nuclear weapons. The whole scenario was crystal clear. By obtaining Olyx in addition to nuclear weapons, Zanzibar land was trying to establish its economic and military superiority over the entire world. Concerned about the situation, the United States ordered Roy Campbell, Commander-in-Chief of High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, to rescue Dr. Marv. Campbell was a former member of Foxhound. He brought back Solid Snake, the man who single-handedly brought down the armed fortress nation of Outer Heaven 4 years ago, and asked Snake to bring back Dr. Marv, Both, and Olyx, successfully infiltrating Zanzibar land, and with the help of CIA agent Hori and others, Snake was able to go deep into the forest and meet again with Dr. Petrovich, the chief engineer of Metal Gear at Outer Heaven. He too was abducted to Zanzibar land and was forced to develop another Metal Gear. He told the surprised Snake of an even more shocking fact. Big Boss, the man Snake had defeated at Outer Heaven, turned out to be the general commander of Zanzibar land. Snake rescued Dr. Petrovich in cooperation with Natasha, Dr. Marv's guard, and former Czech International Secret Police agent, and then headed for the confinement facility deep in the fortress to save Dr. Marv. When Petrovich and Natasha crossed the narrow suspension bridge over the deep valley, a missile blew the bridge away. Natasha flew into the air because of the explosion. While unable to do anything to save Natasha, Snake started hearing a well-known voice. "Hey, Snake, we are good buddies. I can let you go. Just leave this place at once." Gray Fox. Snake saw Gray Fox controlling Metal Gear, the best soldier in Foxhound, who after the fall of Outer Heaven disappeared as if he followed Big Boss. Losing Natasha in front of his eyes and letting Petrovich get taken away, Snake screamed, "Fox, I will not give up." After a series of deadly battles with mercenaries, Snake finally made it to Dr. Marv's confinement facility. However, he arrived too late. He saw Dr. Marv's corpse and Petrovich, who could do nothing but just stand there. Petrovich told Snake that Dr. Marv could not withstand the repeated tortures because of the heart problems. Snake then received an emergency call from Hori. The information she supplied was very shocking. Petrovich had been voluntarily visiting Zanzibar land to develop Metal Gear. The abduction of Dr. Marv was conducted under the directions of Petrovich himself. After the truth came out, Petrovich attacked Snake, but Snake easily put an end to him and obtained the structural plan of Olyx. While trying to escape, Snake was confronted by Metal Gear, again controlled by Gray Fox. The tremendous battle took place in the underground base. Snake finally succeeded in destroying Metal Gear. However, Gray Fox did not submit and challenged Snake to the final boss. Challenged Snake to the final battle. In the midst of a minefield, Snake and Fox fought without any weapons. A fist-to-fist duel involving no hatred or murder intent. During that weird moment of purity, the two were bound by forces transcending words and emotion. Snake won the tough but pure battle against Gray Fox. However, there was still someone else Snake had to fight. Big Boss, just like 4 years ago at Outer Heaven. Big Boss was waiting for Snake. One who has experienced the tension of battle can never leave the battlefield. "I am the one giving you something to live for, and that is war." Snake was infuriated at the arrogant Big Boss. There is only one battle I have to fight, to free myself from you, to shatter the nightmare. Big Boss, I will kill you. With the structural plan of Olyx, Snake and Hori escaped from Zanzibar land on a rescue helicopter. Snake once again saved the world. However, there was no smile on his face. Big Boss's last words kept ringing in Snake's head. "Whoever wins, our battle does not end. The loser is freed from the battlefield, but the winner must remain there. And the survivor must live his life as a warrior until he dies." Snake then disappeared into the white lands of Alaska alone. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. So those are the last two games. That's an explanation of the previous wars that Snake was in. We got VR training, which I'll do at the end. And here we go. We're going to begin the game now here. It's only been 43 minutes since I started reading all that and watching those. All right, here we go. We're going to do easy mode. This soundtrack is renowned throughout the world. People know the soundtrack. People know the sound effects. The sound effects are used on podcasts all over the world. Such a beautiful game. It's way ahead of its time, guaranteed. And it plays out like a movie. This is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I haven't played in decades. I haven't played in probably 20 years. Being 37.
Can it be through here? I know it.
And there's liquid.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bottles of flies.
Here we go.
This is Snake.
Codex.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
It even looks like
What's
an
the
anime.
situation,
That's
Snake?
like so
Looks
many
like the elevator
elements.
in the back is the only
Anime,
way up.
movies,
Just as I expected.
music,
I'll have
voice
to take the
acting,
elevator to the
high
surface.
quality and
Make
like high
sure
quality
nobody sees
production
you.
in this.
If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is
Science, like science and
140.85.
technology, all the terms
When you
are
want to use the
like
codec, push the select button.
super top of the
When we need to
line.
contact you,
Well
the
researched.
codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
And here we go. I always thought it was kind of cool that Snake has cigarettes. That's wild. I know he's gonna get a call about that. This is so detailed. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna kill everybody I have to. It's so detailed down to the rats. Genome Soldier. I don't think he comes this way, but and I screwed up. Crack! Crack this fucker's neck.
What was that noise?
Oh, crikey. And another guard enters the scene. I'm gonna snap this pupper's neck. That's all right. I'm gonna choke him out. Nobody left. You got a forklift? That's pretty cool. And I think we'll see the title screen if this isn't like a glitch copy. Should be the title screen. It looks like I made it to the title screen. I don't know if this copy's glitched or not, but sometimes the copy's glitched. Scuba Dooba gear. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Solid Snake. I think there's going to be a movie also made with Oscar Isaac playing Solid Snake, which is not a bad cast if you cast Oscar Isaac. I mean, Oscar Isaac would make a very good Solid Snake. Well, it says he's not going to play anymore. Here we go.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
He's only 33.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
What do they
Bear
want,
with
23?
It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
Two F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your
Those are
way.
the flies he was talking about
Terrorist
swatting.
radar should have already picked them up.
He said he's gonna go swat some flies. It was F-16s. He's gonna shoot them with a Chinook or something. No, that's not a Chinook. Some kind of Russian gunship.
Behind D.
Behind D.
Colonel. What's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
It's really bad cutscenes. The system's a little choppy.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
18 hours. They got him out here fast.
You must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's
Who's
that?
that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS-transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers, pineapples.
They have pineapples. That was always a funky-ass way to say they have grenades that I remembered forever. So I call them pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door?
The dude's asleep. And
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
All right, here goes gameplay time. It's just so easy when you're like played 500 times as a teenager. A surveillance camera? Ah! Already screwed it up. God, what a dummy. Jesus. I'm just gonna have to kill every soldier. Oh, screwed up. Oh, no. Jesus. I screwed up so bad. Oh, what a terrible game player I am already. It's been a couple years. That sucks. It's been a few years, though. I'm not gonna be perfect. I'll get there with some practice. Should have played it simple.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh
We
environment.
just hit the 1 hour
I've
mark.
lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here.
That's a
My
joke.
frequency is
1418.
141.80.
Interesting. I know I'm going the wrong way, but it's interesting. I think there's something in here.
I moved the doctor chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. I'm about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
A woman in the cell?
Marrow, the niece.
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
They already done 3 people.
I
He's
also
killed
killed
3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth. There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Oh, Christ, that's where I came in. Probably don't want to go that way. This is going to be a series of follies and bloopers. There will be bloopers. ration.
Press the action button to drop down.
Gotcha.
Press the action button to drop down.
Sound effects are ball. Alright, here we go. Circle is the action button. For me, it's B. Freaking Xbox. I'm on the X-Bone controller, by the way. What now?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Gotcha. Oh, I got a pistol already. That's so cool. Just sitting in a box. We got tanks. Looks like maybe like Abrams tanks. And I don't have any more chaff grenades because I squandered them. But I know how to sneak. I've been doing this for decades. Well, I did this decades ago. Oh. Could always hide under a tank. Oh God. Here we go. Let's do basement 1 first. It's been years, so I don't remember. It's been decades, so I don't remember where to go.
Look at the radar.
It's
It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Got it. Yeah, just, yeah, you know, take your time.
Look at the radar.
Oh, I could save. I'll do a save. Heck yes.
Come on.
I like how she gives like motivational things. Oh, look at that. You don't know nothing.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action
We've
button
been through
by
this.
the ladder.
Literally, we did this 5 minutes ago, Chief. Stop calling me. I don't need my ration. Keep it out anyway. We're getting deep. We're already behind enemy lines here. Oh, God.
Kinda damn cold.
This
Hate
guy.
Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Yeah. And there's maggots all over the floor in here. What the heck? Pretty gross. Pretty gross. We're just taking a dizoo. Taking a dizom. This looks like a control room. I don't remember that. Now we got bullets. That looks like the control room for the prison cells. Very interesting. The dumper. That guy has a cold. That guy comes back later on. I think he comes up later on when I'm in jail. I think this is Meryl's room.
Is that a woman? Not him.
Not him. That's freaking Meryl, the niece.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Got it. This is a big, huge cutscene.
Who's that?
Why would there be a ventilation
I'm here to
system
save
in a
you.
prison you
You're the
sell?
DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You're here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really?
What a face.
It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How did they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the earth.
Metal Gear.
A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Oh, this is perfect. They have like live action cutscenes.
Metal Gear. Can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a god-forsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
They were gonna mass produce that fucking thing?
If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution.
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
That's a perfect. He just tells him to fuck and get out. He says, "Fuck off."
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? President of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
You can't resist.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
Second floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay.
That was
I'm gonna get you out of
This is
here.
a long, super
Wait a
long
minute.
cutscene.
What is it?
Let's go. Come on, let's get out of here.
You haven't
Hold
heard
on, let
any
me get
other way
a-
to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
What the heck?
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon. What is it? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
I'm gonna get a call about this. I just know it.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No. Colonel. Are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Interesting turn of events. Oh, crikey. It looks like Meryl beat the crap out of this guy. Yep, Meryl beat the crap out of the sick genome soldier. Well, that beats. That's a little interesting. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna stop recording here. I'm gonna start a new recording. That way, I could get these into at least hour-long increments here. But I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see. I stopped off in. The guy just had a heart attack here. I think his name is Anderson. And I'm going to see what's up. With Meryl's going to put the gun on me. Oh, God. Yeah, she knocked him out, took his clothes.
So you killed the chief.
You bastard.
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
What if Snake called her bluff so freaking
good? Take the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
He completely called her bluff quick. And here comes the genome
Open that
soldier.
door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Oh shoot, I almost forgot how to shoot.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Oh god. He's still in the background naked. Really messy. Oh god, run! Jesus. That walk though.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you? You fool! You've killed
Killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind. We'll never get that detonation code. Boss, I have a good idea.
Oh gosh.
Just like that.
What the hell?
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Jeez, that was freaky. He just kind of flew up in the air like... This is a freaking travesty. What a fucking embarrassment this fucking guy is. What a fucking total embarrassment. Look at this fucking guy. Got stars circling his fucking head. Jeez, bro. I can see him from under the bed. Jeez, bro. I want to go into his office. I'm gonna go to where he pooped. And there's maggots everywhere. Disgusting. What an embarrassment. Let's look at him one more time before we leave the room. What a freaking embarrassment. Can't believe this guy. Nope. Complete and total failure, embarrassment, that guy. I wonder what his name is, that soldier. What that guy's name was. Anyway. I don't know that I should be here. Looks like I'm not supposed to be here. there's a false floor. There's gotta be a floor. I think there's a floorboard that like falls when you walk over it. Grenades and C4. Two things that I really don't need right now. SOCOM bullets. Oh god, that was it right there. Stun grenades. Chaff grenades. Full re-up. This game is so freaking cool, dude. Oh god. That is something else. And here we go. I think this is the first boss battle. Gotta save quick.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
"51 minutes?
Be careful, Snake.
Let's see what Campbell has to say. Just so to call people for fun.
President Baker should be somewhere around there. Hurry up and find him.
Yes, sir.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts.
Words of wisdom I should have been living by for the last 20 years. Alright, this should be interesting. Gotta keep... Okay, you could draw your weapon by holding circle. Put it away by holding R2. Alright, interesting. There was nothing prompting me to do that. I just remember having to do that. I don't know how I came. I don't know how we figured that out as kids. But I mean, we didn't have the internet when this game was around as kids. We didn't have the internet. We just plain didn't. But I believe strategy guides were like, you know, everybody had strategy guides. And I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to pause. Oops. Well, I'm back. I had a phone call. And here we go. Boss fight. Let's see. Got a boss fight. The fucking Godfather. That's the Godfather. It looks just like the God. No, it doesn't. Actually. Jesus, what a fat fuck.
You're the
I'm sorry
arms
to
tech
say that,
president,
but it's
Kenneth
a fat
Baker,
piece of
right?
shit. I'm so sorry. Kenneth Baker? What a
Don't
big,
worry,
ugly,
don't
gross,
worry.
fat toad.
I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Whoa. He jumped right off of that bullet, dude. Like a freaking frog gecko thing.
Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up.
Along with the young man.
So you're the one that the boss keeps
He's got a
talking
badass stance, though, like a freaking gunslinger.
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Damn.
I've been waiting for you, Solid
It's like
Snake.
Doc Holliday or something.
Now we'll
Badass.
see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest
Handgun
handgun
never
ever
made.
made.
The Colt pistol.
The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me the Revolver.
Revolver Ocelot.
Draw!
Oh, snap.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long into a well-greased chain. All right. I like it. Let's go. Hiding won't help you.
He's kind of a little punk, isn't he?
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long.
He's a pretty good shot. He even bounces bullets off the wall. Oh, fuck! He got me, dude. Oh, I'm so bad. I gotta practice. That sucks so bad. That sucks. That's so sucky.
I love to reload. All right. I like it. Let's go. You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Dude, I'm about to kill his ass and he's talking shit. Oh, that was it. I got him that time. Dude, that was so easy.
You're pretty good.
I just need a little
That's what I'd
practice.
expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight. But I'm just getting warmed up. What?
Oh, his hand!
My hand!
Dude!
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I'm like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
Yo. That exoskeleton and that ass, though. Look at that robot ass. Oh, what the hell's going on with him? If I was Snake, I would have shot him right then and there in the face. Skeleton's not working very well.
What the hell?
Gonna get a call about this.
Can you talk? Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them.
What if he was like, I can
Chief told me
see?
you gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about
James
your code?
Campbell?
There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mattis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not
That's kind of a jerkish thing to say.
He loved every
Looks like he had some
second
fun
of
with you, all
What
right.
happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Broke his
Looks
freaking
like you're
arm.
more than even now. His was sliced off.
You're a
You're
funny
a
guy.
funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
D-E-D. Dead.
No, that's not what you promised, Jim.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
hitting
wanted to
him.
shut
Why are
me
you
down.
hitting him?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree. But what do they really want?
Who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation.
Card keys?
I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it,
This is like a
you should be
really
able
good
to
movie. I don't
contact
get
her.
bored of playing.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh,
If I was an actor, I'd be like,
sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching,
It's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Metal Gear. This is getting really dark.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me.
Where he hid it.
They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Nice.
Can you walk?
No, you go on without me.
Doors
They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? No. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went in. Did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using
They're
you
using
for...
him to kill them? Wow. Like a freaking trigger. He's like a freaking trigger. He's like a proxy trigger for the Pentagon.
What the hell?
The nanomachines maybe did it. I still don't understand why or how that works.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? Member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
He said you can trust her more than you can trust him, meaning
What can I do for you, Snake?
you know the deal.
Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
One from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
They're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
He's just really good with the
Why
girls,
did you look so
especially-
surprised
they're all
when you saw my
babes.
face?
They're all babes.
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay. You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places
That's
than men.
crazy.
Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he
They
holding
would
up?
say that.
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
That's crazy.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Oh.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you
Pretty
are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
I told you.
The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
People who have been through war and survived develop a kind of sixth sense to warn them of danger. Trust your instincts as a soldier, as a gamer.
Don't worry, Colonel. Meryl is fine.
Thank God.
Meryl is a very strong woman. I really respect her.
She's got plenty of heart.
Thanks, Snake.
Not so fast. The real mission is still ahead.
What is it, Snake?
Vamos. Oh my god! What the fuck did I do that for? I literally knew that was there and I fell for that like a goddamn rookie. Oh, that's so stupid. I don't know how. I've never done anything like that. That was so stupid. I feel like such a dummy. I knew that was there. I knew it was freaking there, and I still did it. Stupid rookie. There and I did it anyway. Why would I do that? It's so embarrassing. And I think there's one right here. They put it right where you're gonna stalk an enemy, basically. Perfect. I feel like such a dumb. Onward and upward, I guess. And the naked guy's not here anymore. I got this ration already. I'm sleeping, no big deal. He's just sleeping, he's not a bad guy, right? And the tank's gone. That's gross. Oh, wow. Jesus. Wind detector. he's not going away. Dude will not leave. He's like suspicious or something. Oh! No! Damn it! He's gonna kill me. No! 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 Oh, I didn't want to have to kill him. I had to kill him. He saw it. He made me. He forced me to do it. Damn it! I'm so embarrassed right now. I'm not doing very well. And I wasted a chaff grenades. I have no chaff grenades left. That is insane. Jeez. That's so bad. That's terrible. Man, I think I can get in there now. That was bad. Once I just kill everybody. Give me a ration at least. Bullets? I don't want bullets. Just rough up everybody in the floor here. We don't need those bullets. Oh, man. What was I supposed to do? Wait, did I talk to her already?
Who are you?
Oh no, that was I'm such a dummy. I died after I spoke to her. That's a lot. I didn't have to kill those guys. I could have just talked to her first. That's so sad. Anyway, moving on. And she'll open the door now. Killed everybody on the damn floor. I don't think even the card I got from the last fight is gonna open this freaking this B1 level door. It's probably like a higher level of door. What up, bro? Probably get back like 7:20 or something. I think you just have to go one way and then go back. I think those guards are gonna still be alive again, perhaps. I think everything resets when you leave the room. About to find out. I'm coming up on the second hour here.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Well, I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy
That's what
uniform.
I'm afraid of.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
Right.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the
Shaking
cargo
that
door
thing.
is like an airlock.
Shaking that
It's
thing.
equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait. You said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Oh no.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
Jesus.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
Right.
See you there.
She's getting a little ballsy for her. That's not good. It's not good at all. And somehow there's no guard. Oh, but their guards are back. I think that's her up there, maybe. Oh, no. Anyway. Cigarettes help. Be careful.
Be careful, Snake. That
airlock
airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Crazy.
Are you smoking?
That's right.
Yeah, so what?
Didn't you know that cigarettes contain benzopyrene, a chemical that leads to lung cancer? We now know that when benzopyrene enters the body, it changes to benzopyrene diolipoxide, BPDE, and attaches to the receptors on the P53 gene, the gene which causes lung cancer. The BPDE attaches to the P53 gene in 3 specific locations and causes precancerous changes to the lung tissue.
You know a lot about science. But you don't know how good a cigarette tastes in the morning.
Jesus.
It looks like the place is protected by infrared sensors. Somehow you'll have to make it past the beams. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
I'll be right there. All right, let's see where I was. Laser rooms, huh? Easy enough. That was easy. And then we have mines. I'm gonna get a call about this. Of course.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
My only fan. I think I could just walk right up to it. And there's no more mines on the field. Perfect. There's a tank ready to ambush me. Where? I don't see no damn tank. I see a tank. Boss battle, boss battle, boss battle, boss battle, boss battle. Let's do it. I got enough grenades. One for each of you.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska.
This is true, actually.
I will not let you pass. Send him a message.
Jump. Ugh, what a fucking badass. He always does a dope ass flip.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
An Abrams tank. Alright, let's go. What the hell? How am I supposed to get to him? Okay, yeah, you blew me up, but how am I supposed to get to you? Oh, chaff? I don't got no chaff. Are you kidding me? Are you flipping joking right now? I have to wait for him to come? Oh, I could probably sneak around to him. Ow! And I'm gonna die. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Alright, I'm gonna pause it here and I'll come back later for some more. I'm already at 2 hours. You know what? I actually could probably beat him this time around. Screw that. I know what to do. I know how to beat him. I will destroy him next. This is gonna be the kill. I die once just to get the hang of it, I think, and then I kick his ass. I think it's the point. One more and then we run for it. Are you kidding me? Oh, dang. That's gonna pop him. Goodness. I think I have 5 of these boys. Ow! That's gonna hurt. Oh no. Okay, Raven time. Kidding me? He's just gonna kill me. Alright, I'll be back later. I'm gonna back out of here. I'm gonna save and then come back and I'm gonna go have a few beers. I don't know if people do that during Let's... Do people say I'll be back, I'm gonna have some beers during Let's Plays? I do that, I guess. I play on my days off, so... I'm gonna save, go have some beers, come back and beat the Snapple out of this guy. Snapple.
Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Alright guys, I'll be back for part 2.